You want to come back on now?
Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of Pink Sock Reacts. As I stated previously, we're going to be doing Lords of Salem. Go ahead and show them the DVD, Gorak. Yeah, the Lords of Salem. You were saying before we went live that you didn't particularly enjoy this movie.
No, I was really excited that I was getting this movie. But when I first watched it, I was just like, what the fuck is this? This is not Halloween. Like, you know.
This movie is very different than any other Rob Zombie film. It is not like a slasher flick. It's not anything like that. It is more of a psychological horror.
Yeah, with a really weird twist. Like,
with a really weird twist. The movie is very odd. For those of you that haven't seen it, I watched it at a friend of mine's house yesterday, and I ended up taking a nap on their couch while watching it, and then I woke up to some weird ass scenes, so I had to rewatch it. The movie is about this character played by Sherry Moon Zombie, of course, and she's a radio DJ for like a rock station. She ends up getting this record delivered to her directly. They played it on the air. It messed with all the women in Salem because that's where she lives, in Salem. And she starts having these weird nightmarish visions. And we find out that she's the daughter of, I think, the judge or some guy that ordered all the witches to be burned at the stake in Salem. And all those witches cursed her and their descendants as well. And they were after her through nightmarish visions. And you had this guy who wrote a book about the witches of Salem who is kind of investigating who she is. And I don't know where to begin with this movie.
Me either. It was
There's one scene in particular that did not make much sense to me, and it was when there's that room 5 that kind of has a connection to her through like the witches and everything. And she goes in there quite a few times in the movie and has these weird nightmarish visions. But the one that was odd is when the women that, the tenant, I believe, like the woman that runs the place along with her friends, I guess are descendants of the witches as well, and they know that, coax her into the room, and this big old demonic looking fetus baby kind of thing has tentacles or whatever, and grabs her. I didn't get that. From my understanding, that her fate was to fall into her sexual desires, and she gave birth to a crawfish at the end of the movie. I thought that was weird.
You know what I was thought that was weird was those fucking dudes with the masks, with the robes, and they're sitting on the chair, and I got the fucking dildos out and they're rubbing.
Yeah, and they're stroking the dildos. That was really weird. The odd scenes.
Explain that one.
I don't get it. I think Rob Zombie was experimenting with some drugs when he did this movie, because there was a.
Well, I don't know. I think he maybe just wanted to use up a bit of time for the scene. You know what I mean?
Maybe. But there's a lot of weird scenes, like when she's in the apartment and you have that fucking witch sitting on the counter, like all like decayed looking, and you get various scenes like that, and it's not really explained. She doesn't see them.
Yeah.
It's only the watcher, the person that's watching, that sees it.
Yeah.
The movie's odd. I would watch it again, but it was really odd.
But this got really good ratings.
It got mixed reviews from what I've seen.
Yeah, but 5.2 out of 10 IMDb. 46 Rotten Tomatoes, 46% Rotten Tomatoes, and 57 out of 100 Metacritic. That's not bad.
No, and at the end of the movie, they kind of set up for a sequel in a way.
Oh yeah, the ending was crazy.
Yeah, the ending. She gave birth to that like crawfish-looking thing, and then all the women of Salem was like possessed and naked, walking towards her, and then we find out at the end that they all died from like a massive offing themselves event. I don't know if I can say the word on here, but they supposedly offed themselves, and the woman, the main character in question, is missing.
Yeah.
Really odd. The movie was weird. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Awkwardly enough, but I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
but
there's
Greg,
a lot of nudity in this movie.
a lot, a lot of like middle-aged nudity, a lot of like older people nudity, like walking around. There's just a lot of naked people, and Sherry Moon Zombie's even naked in this movie, which no surprise. You see her ass in damn near every movie she's in.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much. But like, she's got a perfect body, so there you go. Why not
shit,
show it
yeah,
off?
why not? And there was a scene in the movie that made me laugh a little bit. Uh, when I was hanging out with my friend, Sherry Moon was like naked, and she stood up and put on a shirt, and that shirt, it was damn near fucking paper. Like you could see through it and shit. Like, what was the point of putting on the shirt to go out?
Yeah. But then that was like that 70s vibe thing that
Yeah,
the movie had on. And that's what I liked about Rob Zombie's movies. Like he goes for that old school style footage
yeah,
filming.
like he records most of his movies on film. I think he quit doing that though recently. Um,
Yeah. I think the only movie he done in like proper
mhm.
recording was probably The Monsters.
Rob Zombie said in an interview for
Well, we lost Mike there. Obviously, yeah. Hopefully, he didn't get taken away by the Lords of Salem. But yeah, this movie was wild, man. Like
can you hear
beyond
me?
crazy. Oh, he's back. He came back from the witch trials.
My phone rang and I went to like answer it. No, not answer it, but like ignore it, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
But anyway, I what I was saying is the movie is just odd. But the thing is with this is it talks about the whole Salem witch trials and all that.
yeah,
But also you have that guy who is like the author of the book or whatever, and he is very much not believing in the whole witchcraft thing until the end of the movie when he gets killed.
oh, I smacked in the back of the head. Yeah,
He got smacked in the back of the head. Um, I don't know, Greg, how to really rank this movie though.
I don't know, but the heavy metal guy, the that black metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his band.
Oh, that's a legit black metal band.
Yeah, but it was played by Piggy Day and John Five.
That's interesting. There is another scene that didn't make sense to me. Is that black metal guy? He randomly showed up in one of the scenes licking Sherry Moon Zombie, and she's like riding a goat or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Piggy Day and John Five was in this movie.
That is wild.
Yeah. Let me look it up. He John Five played the Harvard the Guardian,
Hmm.
and Piggy Day played the Butcher something.
That is very interesting. I had no idea. Like, I know you mentioned it, but was Gingerfish in the movie too?
I don't think so. No, but
I know.
John Five did the score for the
I was about to
movie.
say that. I know
Mm,
John Five did the score. I forget who else did the score. There was two people that did it. It was John Five and someone else.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like the movie, I thought was great, but to give an like a review for the people or like for people to enjoy this movie, I believe it takes a couple watches
yeah.
to really
Um,
appreciate the movie.
it's beyond crazy.
Now, is there anything that you wanted to add about the movie that I haven't discussed already?
I like how they her because obviously she's like the radio
Hmm.
DJ, but I like how they discovered this vinyl the vinyl thing and open it up. gonna play it as like as a future artist, and then they play it, and then it was like that fucking weird curse sound,
Yeah, and then at the
and then
end,
they're all like rocking out to it in a radio station and shit.
yeah, and then with the whole Lords of Salem thing at the end, that was supposed to be like a live concert or some shit, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was some kind of like weird ritual. So, Greg, I got a question. What would you rank this movie?
I'll probably give it a 6.5 out of 10.
I was going to do about 6.57 out of 10. I do plan on watching it again.
6.5.7.
Yes, that's what we are going to rank it at a total level.
Yeah.
But Gorak, is there anything that you would like to add? Like any favorite scenes, anything like that?
The nudity, no.
The nudity was awesome, and the dudes jerking off the dildo dicks. That was fun.
Yeah, that was just so random. Yeah, I don't know, because that movie was all over the shop, dude. Like
It was, and you guys listening, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that share button. It's over. Sorry.
But like most of his movies are based off from his fucking song titles.
Yep.
And he should do one. Well, everybody's fucking UFO.
Do an alien movie.
Yeah. But the title is that.
What movie would you like to see Rob Zombie remake or do?
Friday the 13th, maybe.
I would love to see him do Salem's Lot.
Yeah. Or shit. I don't know. The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That'd be hilarious. Could you
But
imagine?
then again, the original was a great movie. You can't really reboot it. You can probably do a sequel.
They actually did reboot it with who was it? Shit. I forget the person's name, but they had like a actual transsexual person playing Dr.
Really?
Frankenstein, and the narrator was Tim Curry.
Okay.
And damn, my phone just rang again. It must be my doctor's office. I'll call them after we go live, after we're done being live. But
Yeah.
Rob Zombie should redo like Salem's Lot or like movies like that, I think.
Or Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Did you
Yeah.
see that Nicolas Cage has a Dracula movie coming out?
Yeah. I
We should-
also heard that he doesn't want to be in the DC universe or the Marvel universe.
He doesn't?
No.
I mean, shit. Nicolas Cage is at that point of his career where he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah. There was one movie I watched with Nicolas Cage. It was called Mandy. It's just about a guy that just worked in a fucking in a fun park or whatever it is. It's just a cleaner. He just doesn't talk, and these mascots things, but they get possessed. Like someone was fucking around the wires and then start killing people that go in for the tour, and then Nicolas Cage just fucks him up, and he doesn't speak at all.
Nicolas Cage was in a not a real one, but there was a I think it was Grindhouse. They released like a fake trailer for a movie called I think Werewolf Women of the SS.
Yeah, that would have been a good movie. That
Nicolas Cage played Fu Manchu in the trailer. That would have been a great movie.
Why. You reckon the trailer would have cost more?
Yeah, it cost more than the actual movie. You want to know something funny about Lords of Salem?
What's that?
It had a budget of 1.5 million.
Yeah.
And it earned 1.5 million.
And how much did it made?
1.5 million. It made its money back.
Yeah.
So, hey, Greg, is there anything you want to add before we wrap this up? Because I'm going to enjoy the park and all that fun shit.
Um, no, not really.
All
I
right,
was
guys.
surprised that John Five and Picadilly was in this movie.
I was too. We should have been the main characters.
Yeah.
But guys, go check out Pink Sock Podcast live this Monday. We're just going to do random topics like we normally do. Just going to be hanging out. And also, we are going to be doing a premiere episode yet again on Tuesday. We got a pre-recorded event coming up. And then we are going to be doing 31 on Wednesday. So go check that out. Go to our Facebook page, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on this channel over here or wherever the hell it's at. The pointing is weird on this device because it's the opposite side. I don't know. It's on the bottom corner right below Gorak. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. I love you all. And as always, live long, rock hard.
God hates the
The
Lords of
Lords of
Salem.
Salem.